Mrs. Beard's gonna be mad when she sees this. Alright, so let's address the elephant in the room. A lot of people often ask me why I don't have a driver's license. When in actual fact, I've had a driver's license since I was like 19. The real problem is that Mrs. Beard doesn't have a camera license. Despite the fact that at college she studied photography, she can't figure out how to shoot on manual on one of these things, which is how I shoot all my videos. So God knows what she was doing at college all those years ago, probably in the canteen eating garlic bread the whole time. Anyway, because of that, it just kind of became a habit that I would sit in the passenger seat and operate the camera. She would do the driving. Also, I enjoy being chauffeured around everywhere. And now it just kind of feels weird to do it the other way around. A bit like when you watch Ant and Dec on TV, you always expect them to be in the same order. Also, during the week, I'm a gentleman, right? So I let Lindsay take the car to work. And if I need to travel, I'll just take the train. But some of you might actually know, Mrs. Beard, she's in New York right now, so she's not really here to veto or modulate any kind of rash decision I might make. And yesterday I saw this car advertised on the internet, so I decided to just go buy it. Now, I'm no petrol head, I don't know the first thing about cars, I usually just buy weird or quirky looking ones. But if you're thinking this thing looks expensive, then it's not. It's done so many miles and it's so old that I actually used the money I was saving to buy a new lens to buy this thing, which probably means it's going to break down at some point in the not too distant future, but I think I get free breakdown cover with my bank, so no big deal, right? Anyway, it seemed like a good idea at the time. I thought I would buy this, and then if there are any journeys too short to take the train to, but too long that I can't walk, then this would be perfect, right? So anyway, let's break it in, take it for a spin, and get on with today's video. If I can remember to drive, it's been a little while. I know what you're thinking. It's all an illusion. We didn't actually see you drive the car. You know, I'm not David Copperfield. Not even I can move a car from one location to another without driving it. Besides, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I didn't want to be taking B-roll shots while I'm trying to drive. Anyway, we're here, so let's get inside.
Big Daddy Challenge burger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
sure.
can I, instead of just doing one, can I do two?
Okay.
I'm hungry. Don't look at me like that. I'm hungry. Alright, so I'm back at my local Flaming Grill today. I've been here tons of times. The challenges are pretty easy, but people seem to love them for some reason. So I'm back here doing the, I think, one remaining food challenge that I haven't actually attempted yet. Of course, I'm not just doing one. I'm gonna try to do two. So without further ado, this is BeardMeatsFood, and this is a double Big Daddy Burger Challenge. Alright, let's get started. What's up, Beard Army? Welcome back to this week's episode of the Chronicles of Beard, which is kind of 50% food challenge, 50% life update. Anyway, today we're at Flaming Grill again, taking on the Big Daddy Burger Challenge, not once, but twice, naturally, because it's not actually that big.
Oh, look at the size of that burger, Brian.
Do you want to help out? Do you want to chip?
Size of you? On you? I look at that and I put weight on.
A lot of people say I look at food and gain weight. It's not true. Yeah, I do realise that most people are being rhetorical when they say that, you know, trying to be funny, haha. But the only way you can gain weight, as you should know by now if you've been following me a while, is if you eat in a sustained calorie surplus over time. It's science. I have to say, the pulled pork on top is a little bit slim, but the burger patties are actually really delicious. To say this costs, I think, like $12.95 for each one, so pretty impressed. Ugh, idiot. Can't believe I just said it was $12.95. The menu clearly says $10.29. It was just a day full of mistakes. You could probably tell I just added the timer. I promised I would use the dip in future, so I'm using the dip. Yeah, I'll just come clean. I would normally take a timer with me, and if I forget, I just add one in the editing process. But I was like halfway through the edit when I realized I'd missed it out. I think it's quite funny that they just put onions on one layer and it's kind of melted into the burger pie, but like I said, it tastes good.
It's still more reliable at constructing a burger than I am at constructing a video, clearly.
And to me, this is perfect bacon. Perfect.
Yeah, let's talk about the food, because this is, after all, an eating channel. Anyway, the burgers, it's pretty good, you know, for the sake of £10.29. That's really pretty cheap. The patties were good. It helped that I was eating while the food was still pretty warm. The B-roll sequence didn't take too long, but the bacon was perfect. I love streaky bacon like that. Almost tender on the inside, chewy, and a little crispy on the outside.
Mrs. Beard is actually supposed to land this morning, so I'm kind of expecting a call from her, unless she goes straight to sleep.
Yeah, no phone call. If there's anything that she loves more than me, it's sleep. Oh, and bread too.
I'm going to enjoy this last one as it's supposed to be enjoyed, as a burger.
I think one of my only criticisms would be the burger sauce you only get on the bottom bun, which is a bit stingy.
It will never stop being entertaining to me, seeing people's faces when they walk into a place. There's like a huge camera set up, another camera over here, and a bunch of food, and the guy just sat there eating like a thing. It's priceless. Fantastic.
In case you're wondering what I just said there, I said fantastic. My mouth is just stuffed full of bread.
What a nice lady.
Look at this. Eyes on the prize. Man shouldn't be checking your phone during a food challenge.
I just got an Instagram message from my mate, Magic Mikey.
Like and subscribe, kids!
Who also has a YouTube channel, so I'll put a link to that so you can go watch it. He says apparently somebody is masquerading as me on TikTok. Now I'm 34 years old, so I don't really understand what TikTok is, right? But I'm not on there, so if anyone's watching this wondering if I'm on TikTok, it's not me. It's an imposter. All the diehards out there will be mad because I'm talking instead of eating. I just bought a new car. I don't want to choke to death. I want to enjoy it for a while. You can tell Mrs. Beard has been away for a while because I'm obviously missing her. I just made a favourite thing. Chip butty, or chip sandwich, or fries in a sandwich. Whatever you want to call it.
I think we'll go with chip butty because, as you can probably see by the sign, which is slightly obscured by the timer I added very late. We're in Leeds, so chip butty is what probably most people would call it in this neck of the woods.
I feel like I'm being grossly unprofessional here, but they have a big screen TV with news on it, and they're talking about this coronavirus thing. It's pretty scary. Apparently, they've identified 2 cases in York, which is like 20 miles that way. It's like that movie Contagion, which was a rip-off of a better movie, Outbreak, with Dustin Hoffman.
Those noises we're hearing is normal.
Anyway, I'm going to pay attention to the food. Normally I hate fries, but these are actually pretty good. They're similar to Burger King style fries. Very crispy on the outside.
Yeah, on this occasion, the texture of these fries was unique enough to kind of keep me interested at least.
The onion rings and the fries here taste so much like the ones from Burger King. I'm almost suspicious they just buy them from the same place as Burger King and then cook them almost identical. I mean, they're tasty though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining, but if there's anyone out there with some trade knowledge, I don't want to get you sacked for corporate espionage or something, but if anyone knows if Flaming Grills use the same fries and onion rings as Burger King,
Just the dreaded corn left.
let me know. And yeah, like I said, I'm just finished up with the corn now. This is a pretty good meal. I would encourage anyone who wants to just try out a food challenge to try, maybe not 2 of these, but 1 of these. That'll give you a good idea of where you're at. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.
I mean, I like the taste of corn, but it takes so much work to get it off the cob. It's not worth it anyway. There we go. That's 2 Big Daddy Burger challenges in, I don't know, far too long. Alright, so it looks like Mrs. Beard has landed and she's en route back home, so time to show the new wheels.
Why the f is there a BMW on the drive?